What's up, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of Casters of Horror. I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane, and this week we unlock the basement and go down to seek Baghead.
Yeah.
I guess.
Butterface.
Baghead in the basement.
Put a bag on her head. Everything looking good, Butterface. It's a horrible joke. Anyway, this film is a Shudder original. It stars Freya Allen, who, if you guys watch The Witcher, you'll know her as Ciri in that.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch that, but I recognized her. I'm not sure what
from. She's done a couple other things. She's got another movie coming out this week, I want to say. In fact, it should be today when this drops. The new Planet of the Apes movie. So she's one of the main protagonists in that. It also has Jeremy Irvine, who, not to be mistaken with Robert Irvine, he was from Warhorse, Mamma Mia, Railwayman, what else? A few other things. Anyway, I've heard his name before. Didn't really know what all he was from. Anyway, and I'm sure if you guys are into British films, Saffron Burrows is in this too, which I hadn't seen her in anything for a while. Which you'd be like, ooh, and exactly, you'd be rightfully so. Anyway, this is a story about a young girl who inherits a pub from her father. But not only does she inherit the pub, she also inherits the curse that goes along with it, which is basically anyone who is on the title is now the caretaker for Baghead, or the old witch that lives down in the basement of this building. Anyway, there's some history, which is all told very, very quickly by one individual at one point all together, which we get the whole storyline told by one man that shows up for just that one scene.
Very near the end, too.
Yeah.
Almost right at the end.
Let's wrap this thing up in a nice little bag and a bow.
Yeah.
This was a short story. I believe it was a short film. The only thing that they added was that one guy's scene where they told the whole history behind it. No, I'm joking. Anyway, this is a British film. It is so if you guys have a hard time figuring out any British stuff, well, tough luck. Anyway, Freya Allen, she's an actress. She's a very dry, almost emotionless actress, I would have to say. I like Freya Allen. I do. I liked her in The Witcher.
I'm guessing it's probably Freya, but
sure. Freya, maybe. I don't know, man. I was kind of. This was one that it had been on my radar for a bit just because of her.
Yeah.
Because I did like her in The Witcher. I loved The Witcher. I'm sad that it's over. And people are going to say, it's not over. Liam Hemsworth is taking it over. It's over.
It's over? Okay.
It's over. But anyway, I was excited to see this. Came out. I was... I don't know. I don't know what my thoughts.
You sound underwhelmed.
That is a good word for it.
Okay.
Because it wasn't like I was super disappointed by it, but it wasn't like I was super like, oh my God, you got to see this film.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, it exists.
Yeah.
I thought that the premise was kind of interesting. What's weird to me, this is what's really odd, is it sits a movie like this coming out as closely to Talk to Me. They seemed pretty close to premises being the same sort of thing. You've got a you've got an entity or a spirit that can talk, but you've only got a certain amount of time that you can
Hmm.
talk to it.
I didn't even make that connection, but yeah, you're right.
They've got to have something that they can connect to. So it was, instead of grabbing the hand, it was a trinket of some
Yeah.
sort that the person owned before.
Yep.
Um, and if you held on too long, the spirit took over.
Hmm.
So to me, it was a little too close on the heels of Talk to Me, a
Yeah.
little too close to the same sort of thing. But if you guys liked Talk to Me and you guys liked the premise, I'd say give this one a shot. I mean, if you
Ooh,
have
wow.
Shutter,
I would actually say the exact opposite.
would
I
you?
did not make that connection until you just said something.
And
This,
see,
wow.
to me, it was just kind of like it's if you have Shutter,
Yeah.
I'd say that this one it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
Um, I wouldn't say run out and check it out like now, but it wasn't horrible.
No, no, it wasn't. Now that you've mentioned Talk to Me, though, I could say this is the poor man's Talk to Me.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. It's the
Yeah,
British version of Talk to Me, which
yeah,
is weird because that other one was Australian.
yeah. Well, I mean, what gets me is like there's a great premise here,
Yeah,
and they didn't do much of anything with it.
no,
You get this sense that you know the her deceased father had, or at some point was letting people in a lot, right? To
yeah,
go down and talk to Baghead, and you don't really see any of that. You get like one character, one
yeah,
extra character that does that throughout the entire film,
yeah,
and it seemed like such a wasted potential. And like this, there could have been an opportunity for the main character to set up this sort of business, because she almost does,
yeah,
you know
yeah. I
for
agree.
people to do this, and then like have that come back and bite her, but and I don't know, man. Maybe like they were thinking about doing that, and then they realized the runtime was getting long, and so suddenly you get that huge exposition dump that you were talking about.
Yeah,
It's so weird. It was
yeah,
so weird.
yeah.
Just
Oh, I agree. I agree with that totally. But I think that there was enough that they could have trimmed out. Enough.
that's the weird
Um,
thing.
there's
Yeah.
enough that they could have trimmed out of this to have made that other point that you were saying, where
Hmm.
they could have brought in this whole, she's now manipulating it, she's now using Baghead to her advantage, and like you said, it comes back to bite her,
Yeah.
and I would have liked to have seen more of that,
Yeah.
as well. um,
Yeah.
I think with some good editing, they could have gotten away with pretty much the same runtime.
Hmm.
Um,
Absolutely. And I was thinking that same thing during the film, where like this scene could be cut out, and we could be getting like more people coming down to talk to this thing, and
yeah,
just her getting deeper and deeper, until she's gone too far.
yeah,
But I feel like, okay, so the ending to this movie would have made complete sense if they had done what you and I just talked about them doing. But
yeah,
I don't feel like this film earned its ending. It just kind of gets to the certain point. There's this huge exposition dump, and then boom, ending.
yeah, yeah,
And I just don't feel like it earned it. I don't know,
yeah.
man.
Now, as far as the writers on this, I'm trying to figure out how many. See, they did la 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 la. eh, They haven't done much. So, I
Okay.
mean, if we're dealing with script writers and stuff like that, there's not.
Oh no! Did you just see the exact same thing I
Oh,
did?
I did, I believe. So Bryce McGuire, one of the writers of it, was actually the writer for a film that Shane reviewed a few weeks back, a little film called Night Swim,
Yeah.
um, which was
Wow.
also underwhelming. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the original writer of the short story was Lorcan Riley.
Okay.
They're the ones who wrote the original short story. not for sure much about it. The director is Alberto Corredor. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
this appears to be his first for. I didn't think that the directing was that bad. I thought it looked
Oh
good.
yeah, oh yeah,
Like
it looked good. This is a
yeah,
very competently shot film. There
yeah,
are lots of really great, like spooky, lingering shots,
yep,
and the whole atmosphere, of this rundown pub is really expertly done.
yep,
Right? It's the writing and the pacing where I just have
yeah.
issues.
And
Yeah,
I think it came down to we have this short story. We can explain it a little bit more, but maybe let's actually delve into it rather than
yeah,
just explain it, or have
yeah,
one guy explain it.
yeah.
So,
And
um,
he is not exaggerating this. Literally, like right at the end of the film, this one guy just comes out in exposition dump, and it's just
yeah,
like, here's all the backstory.
yeah, and you're
Yeah,
getting
it's like,
almost like a documentary style showing of
yeah,
everything that had happened
yeah. And
leading up
then
to this point.
I don't want to like get too spoilery, but after that, there's this like montage of the previous scenes that show you like how
Set up.
everything was all set up. And I'm going to be honest, I did not get it. Like I did not understand the scenes they were showing, and be like, how was that a part of the
Yeah.
the big setup? I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
like
Yep.
okay.
I agree.
So
Well, let us know what you guys thought about this, or if you guys are planning on seeing it. Check it out. It's on Shutter. It is a Shutter original, so if you guys have it, it is worth watching.
oh
I
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
I kind of want to reiterate that. It did remind me, like I said, it reminded me a lot of Talk to Me. However,
Uh-huh.
I thought that Talk to Me was a little more finely tuned.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
anyway, let us know what you guys think. Put it down in the comments down below. And while you guys are down there, make sure to hit like and subscribe. That way we can continue to talk to you every week after this. So anyway, and also write us in. Let us know what you guys want to watch. We are paying attention to it. We do see the comments coming in. We are planning on getting to those when a few things slow down. So
Yeah.
we've got a few things in the works, but we will get around to those here shortly. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Shane, you got anything else?
Nope.
All
I'm
right.
done.
Well, there you
I'm
go.
over
You're
it.
done. You're over it. You're over it. Well, until next week, I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys.